كان يا مكان في قديم الزمان.
Long ago and far, far away, this story was once told. It has been told ever since, and we give it to you today. The story of Ahmed. Ahmed was a young man. He did not know what to do with his life, which path to follow. So he went to his wise uncle. "Oh, uncle, tell me which direction." And his uncle told him, "Ahmed, this I cannot tell you, but be sure to know that within a short time, within weeks, you will receive a sign, and then you will know." Ahmed, in the meantime, he took work with a packed donkey, leading that donkey away from his town, loaded with spices and frankincense. And he walked away towards the east to take those goods to another town across the desert. And the way was long and the way was hard, and Ahmed carried in his small bag bread and water for the journey. He rested at night under the stars. And within a couple of days, with his food and water all gone, was ready to rest at the watering hole that he knew was there. And as he came towards that place, he rose over a rocky outcrop and came within sight of that clear, fresh water surrounded by green. And he descended towards that fresh water. But as he came leading the donkey, he saw that there below him, at the edge of the water, lay a creature with dark brown fur. And when he came closer, he saw that that indeed was a wolf. And the wolf's coat was dull and ragged. And he hid behind a boulder, fearful. And then saw that the wolf's paw was caught in a trap. And no longer fearful, Ahmed took that donkey from behind that boulder and set off down to the water's edge, where they both, man and beast, drank deeply. After refreshment, they went on their journey, man leading donkey, away across the desert. And as he walked, Ahmed thought, by the time I return, that wolf will have died. That wolf, trapped, will have been picked dry by vultures. There will be a white skeleton and nothing else. On he went to his destination, and there the donkey was unloaded and loaded again, this time with silks and damask cloths. And Ahmed returned the way he had come, and long he walked across the rocky and sandy desert. And as he walked, a great wind blew, blowing sand into his face, a harsh sand from the desert. And on he walked, struggling, but hoping that soon he would find that watering place. Finally, coming over that rocky rise, the storm subsided, and Ahmed looked down, expecting to see the gleaming white bones. But instead, still there lay the creature, the wolf. Brown fur, this time glossy and gleaming. How could it be that the wolf was well? And as he looked, he saw the wolf indeed still had his paw caught in a trap. And Ahmed came down towards that place, but as he descended, he saw coming across from the other side a great lion. And the lion carried a great hunk of fresh killed meat in his jaw. And Ahmed hid behind the boulder once more with his donkey and thought, surely this is the end of the wolf now. Surely the wolf will be torn to shreds. But no. The lion came down and dropped the meat, and the wolf licked and fed on that delicious meat. And the lion turned and went the way he had come, across that rock and away. Ahmed then came down and drank deep and long, and thought about what he had seen, and then continued on his journey with the donkey behind him. On he went until he came back to his hometown. He offloaded the donkey to the merchant. He went to his home and he took a small bowl and went to the edge of the street, and as the sun went down, he put that bowl in front of him and lay down through the long cold night. This is the sign that I have received, thought Ahmed. I must be like the wolf. If I lie here long enough, those who have plenty will bring that to me. The sun rose the next morning and Ahmed's bowl was empty. People walked by. The sun blazed down, but no one put food in his bowl. They looked at Ahmed askance. Fit young man. What was he doing here, begging? The night came, and the second night in the freezing cold Ahmed spent. And on the second day, too, he waited, parched throat, hunger. I must be like the wolf, patient. If I wait long enough, then I will be provided for. The third night came, darkness, cold. When the sun rose for the third time, Ahmed was desperate. He was unable even to raise himself from the ground. His lips were dry, his eyes encrusted. And as he lay there with the hot sun beating down, he thought to himself, what have I done?
يا مو يا مو يا ست الحناين يا مو يا مو يا ست الحناين يا مو شو ما عملت يا مو ما بكافيكي ربي وحده القادر يجازيكي ارضي علي من قلبك وسامحيني يا ست الحناين يا مو يا مو يا مو يا ست الحناين يا مو يا مو يا ست الحنان.
Now a shadow passed in front of Ahmed's eyes, and he opened them just a little, enough to see the face of his wise uncle looking down at him. Ahmed, is this you, boy? Why do you lie here? Look at your clothes filled with dust. Get up. And he pulled Ahmed to his feet and took Ahmed to his home. And there he fed Ahmed with dates and gave him water. And when Ahmed could finally speak, he told his uncle all that he had seen and what had happened with the wolf and the lion. Boy, do you not see, Ahmed? This indeed is a sign, but Ahmed, you must not be like the wolf. You must be like the lion. You who are strong, help those who are in need, help those who are persecuted. Ahmed saw immediately the wise words of his uncle were true. He went back to his home, prepared himself, and then that day went out to work. He worked, and with the money that he had spare, he bought food and gave it to those who were in dire circumstances of himself. He helped those who were persecuted and impoverished. Soon his work was recognized, and he was elevated to a position of high standing in that town. People respected him. Within time, he became a ruler. And I tell you that the rule of Ahmed in that country has never been forgotten. From that day until this, a more beloved ruler there never was.